Hey everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. So I thought I would do another girl talk today. I haven't done one in a couple of months now. I think the last one I did was with my good friend Ellie. I'll leave that down below in case you want to go check it out, because we talked about like a complete random array of things stemming from your guys' dilemmas, things that you're worried about, things that you were currently going through, and I really hope that video helped. I had quite a good response from that, and these are one of my favourite videos to film. I like to think I'm relatively okay at giving advice, but disclaimer, everyone obviously deals with situations very differently. This is what I would personally do. It's a little light-hearted sort of space where I just sort of like share my opinions on certain topics. Obviously we're all entitled to our own opinion, and I'm not saying you have to do this a certain way. Feel free to give other sort of alternatives if you've gone through any of these situations in the comments down below, and we can have a nice little chat. But yeah, I have asked you guys on Instagram anything that you're currently going through, anything to do with girls really, relationships, boys, sex, periods, you know, you name it, ask me anything and I will answer to the best of my ability. So without further ado, let's get into the questions. Make sure you go and follow me on Instagram to get involved with future videos like this. And yeah, let's get into the vid. Woohoo! The first question is how to keep a long-term relationship happy. This is a bit of a difficult one, I think, for the fact that if you're not happy, it sort of like is dependent on what's not making you happy. If it's something quite small, or if you just sort of like want to sort of rekindle that spark, I think setting up like cute little date ideas. There are lots of different things you can find online now, stuff that you could pay for or stuff that you can find for free, like different date ideas, maybe something that's gonna get you out of the house, doing things together and getting the relationship sort of all exciting again. Yeah, I don't know, trying different things. Yeah, I think this one is very difficult like to sort of answer, because it's if you're unhappy for something a lot deeper than that you've been together a long time, and maybe you're both becoming a bit complacent because you're both been around each other, you're really comfortable. If it's that sort of thing, then I think you can easily sort of like make that happy by rekindling that spark, going on like maybe new date nights, maybe getting a bit dressed up, and doing stuff that makes both of you happy, maybe surprising each other even with like small things, like making them a coffee maybe if you don't usually do it and they usually do it, you know, something small and cute like that. If it's something a little bit deeper that's making you unhappy, I think get rid. Peace out. Should I be worried that I'm single at 23 years old with absolutely no dating life? No way. 23 is so young. I'm 21 at the minute. I'm very, very young. Like, I'm very aware of that. I feel like I don't have the greatest amount of experience. You shouldn't be worried about being single at that age. Don't feel like you have to be on the dating scene. Live your life. But please don't focus on being in a relationship. Like, it's not the only sort of like goal in life that you have to have. Focus on yourself, your career, your goals. You don't have to be in a relationship if you don't want to. It's just sort of a very conventional thing to be with someone and live until you die sort of thing. So don't feel like there's any pressure because your friends or your family are like saying stuff to you, or they've got relationships, or on the dating scene. Just focus on what you want. If you don't want a relationship, don't have one. If you don't want to date, don't date, you know. Please don't feel like there's any pressure, and don't be worried about it at all. I feel bad, Aiden smells like outside. Do you think men only want slim girls, or is it just in our heads? I think this is very interesting. If you know me, you know I do a lot of body positivity content on my Instagram and like stuff about and cover topics surrounding self-love and finding inner confidence, especially being like a mid-sized gal, like size 12, 14. But yeah, I really don't think that men only want slim girls. Like, I think that is very much in our heads, because all we're shown in the media is slim framed girls. It's obviously getting a little bit better now and a bit more inclusive, but I don't think there's still very much representation, especially of mid-sized gals, in between that sort of plus size and smaller range, which is obviously why I create the content I do, because I feel like we're very we're a minority. It doesn't matter what men want, like, just find that inner confidence with yourself. Please don't feel like you have to be slim to get male attention, or to get boys attention, or to find a boyfriend, you know, or a partner. Please don't think that, because that makes me so sad that girls are made to feel like they have to be slim to attract attention from men. We can be all shapes and sizes. We're all built differently for a reason. And please just be happy with yourself. Sending all the love and good vibes, and I really hope you find that sort of confidence in yourself. So I've got another like sort of mini dilemma saying the feeling of not being good enough, and my sort of advice on that. I feel like this constantly now. I feel like it comes and goes in phases. I think it sort of stems from like previous experiences at school and not feeling good enough for friends, or not feeling very attractive or worthy in myself. and it sort of like gets a little bit deeper than that, I guess. I haven't really sort of gone on into on my channel or like properly spoken about, but I feel like that is a very common theme or feeling for most women, which is really sad. Probably the same for men, but obviously I don't talk to a lot of men about this sort of subject, but from my like friends and family members that are female, I know a lot of us feel like we're not good enough because of our experiences in life. And I think that sort of like comes with time, and even though I still do have that feeling, it comes in sort of like short bursts, and then I sort of realise who the fuck I am and remember that I'm doing incredible things. I'm doing things that I want to do in my life and things that I love. So yeah, please don't feel like you're not good enough if you're rejected from a job maybe, or you've fallen out with a friend. I think genuinely that everything happens for a reason. Not to be all philosophical, but I do think that you go through things in life to learn, whether that's someone who's put us on a pathway or what, I don't know what I think, but I just like to have that sort of belief that the reason I was friends with someone and broke friendships with them is because I needed to learn something from that, or I needed to be rejected from that job because I'm going to get a job that's even better and like sort of my dream job, you know, that sort of thing. So I hope that really helps. I get in these moods too, so please don't feel alone, and I'm sure a lot of other girls will feel the same way too. Okay, so this is a very good question. So this is girl boss, boss babe, hustle culture. And this girl's asked me to discuss like the good and the bad sides. I'm guessing it's because maybe I share quite a lot on my Instagram in particular, and on my vlog channel I talk about like being productive and staying motivated, and I have said quite a few times that that's sort of how my mind works. If I stay busy, then my mind stays busy, and I'm not sort of like sat to be in my own head for too long and I start thinking of all really awful thoughts. I personally like being productive and staying motivated because it makes me feel good in myself, and I feel like shit if I don't get quite a few things done in my day. But I know people in my life that prefer chilling out, and you know, I wish I sometimes could chill out a little bit more, but I think everyone's built differently, everyone's minds work differently, and I don't think you should feel pressure to work if other people are working really hard. Make sure you take time out for yourself. If your mental health is really low, don't feel like you need to be constantly working, and take a step back, breathe, and yeah, just take that time to reflect on how you're feeling and what you could do to make yourself better. Please don't feel like you have to be constantly working if other people are. Maybe unfollow people who are making you feel like you need to do work. But for me, I create that content because I want other people to feel motivated and to make them feel productive, making like to-do lists and things that are going to help them be productive in their days, because that's what helps me, and those are the videos I like to watch, so that's why I produce them, if that makes sense. I've got a question here.
Yeah.
I'm doing like a girl talk series where people send in their dilemmas and I give my advice.
Oh, okay.
And some girl said that her friend is in love with two men and she wants her advice and she doesn't know what to say.
Friends in love with
two people.
She needs to look at what the qualities are,
yeah,
of the person that she
maybe write them down, pros and cons.
Yeah, pros and cons. And then which one's got more qualities that would be more life-changing, that would stick with them.
Yeah, complement her qualities.
Yes.
I think you go with your gut.
Go with your gut. Your heart or your mind.
You don't fall in love with a piece of paper, do you?
Well, that's advice, isn't it?
Brilliant advice.
Yeah. Love it.
That's good.
Oh.
I might have to get you on.
She needs to look at the qualities, the two qualities of both of them.
Yeah.
And whether one is quite superficial and she just likes him because he's fun and spontaneous and this is great, but that's not qualities that will last.
Yeah, I reckon one of them is just she finds him attractive, and that's probably
yeah.
Whereas
if it's superficial reason, if there's something more the other person. But then what she's got to consider is she at the point in her life where she wants to go out with somebody who has got qualities that are, you know, that will always be there and long term and they consider her, or is she just looking for something that's a fling and a bit of fun and spontaneity? So yeah, if it is, she's got to consider, because one of them's going to have one, one's going to have the other. And if tomorrow morning she couldn't see either of them, which one would she miss?
Yeah, they surely can't like them both equally.
No,
there's got to be one who's priority.
If you like them both equally, you don't like either of them enough.
Facts.
Really?
Oh god, someone else has put, I've got feelings for 2 different boys who happen to be best friends.
No.
I think just we'll run in the other direction.
Oh
That's not
gosh,
gonna end
no,
good.
you leave that. That leads in tears. Because the girl will break the friendship up and then...
Yeah,
and
it's not fair.
They can never live with that one. No. No, she's got to sacrifice that one.
Yeah, see you later.
You don't get involved with mates.
Yeah, I personally wouldn't.
No, you don't. Basically, don't shit on your own doorstep, love.
Yeah. Okay, so I had a really good question from a girl that says, tips on how to support your boyfriend when I feel like I've done everything, when they're feeling down. So I think you can obviously try and help someone feel better by doing things that they like, sort of like sitting them down and ask them to say how they feel. But I think there's only so much you can do for someone before that's like all you can do, and they have to sort of like fix themselves, which I know sounds a bit shit, but I feel like no one can sort of fill that void if you're unhappy in yourself. So please don't feel like it's your problem if your boyfriend is feeling down. It's probably nothing to do with you, it's probably an internal thing. I feel like just keep going and trying to provide that support if he needs someone to talk to, or if he needs you to help him speak up to other people, or you know what he needs from you. But don't feel like it's all on you. He'll have to do something, maybe go speak to a doctor or something that might guide him in a better direction if he is feeling low, that it could be like detrimental to his mental health. I actually have tons, so I'm gonna have to do a part 2 of this and maybe in a couple weeks time, so make sure to hit thumbs up if you want a part 2, because I've literally got so many. I don't think I'll be able to get through them all, and I want to make these quite like short snappy sessions so people can watch these quite easily. I think so. The last one I'm gonna do is, okay, so some girl said, I can't use the pill hormonal BC/IUD for health reasons. How do I explain this to my new boyfriend? So obviously something that infuriates me is that girls have to have the contraception basically most of the time. They either have to have the pill, the injection, a coil, you know, anything like that, which is obviously really infuriating because it all seems to put the pressure on the girl. So I think it's really easy just to sort of explain that to your boyfriend, especially because it's down to health reasons. Definitely open up, just sit him down maybe one evening when you're just chilling. You don't have to make a big thing out of it if you don't want to sort of like make it a big thing. Just sort of just maybe bring it into conversation, just be like, oh, I'm not blah blah, and I'm sure he'll be completely understanding. And if he's not, I feel like please don't be worried about telling someone, even if it's a new boyfriend, because if he's not understanding of something as serious as your health and the reason you can't do something, then you shouldn't be with them. So I hope that helps and gives you a bit of courage to sort of open up about it, because I think that's probably the best thing to do. But yeah, let me know if you want to see anyone join me in these girl talk videos. I obviously done one with Ellie, like I said, a few weeks ago, so I'll leave that down below. Let me know if you want any of maybe my family to come and join me and have a chat, because I feel like they'd be really good, or some of my friends. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Subscribe down below if you are new, and if you want to see more of me and more of these style of videos. Let me know what you are up to today when you're watching this video. I'd love to know. Hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.